So you drinking that coffee there, John?
Needing that coffee this morning.
A little tired, huh? You spent another night in one of the amazing rooms here, right?
The rooms are great. They're really great, but there's a lot of noise throughout the night with
Yeah,
pumps beeping and noises,
things like that.
but they are great rooms.
They are. And you've been spending some time here at All Children's Hospital. Your daughter, Michaela?
My daughter is Michaela, and she was diagnosed with leukemia last April, and she's had 9 admissions since then.
9 admissions.
And this will hopefully be her last one.
Right.
She received a bone marrow transplant on the 20th of November.
And that what's hopefully going to do the trick for her, and that'll be it?
That's the plan.
What? Tell everybody exactly, what is a bone marrow transplant? I mean, what is...
With a bone marrow transplant, they give the patient heavy doses of chemotherapy to ablate the bone marrow that they have that's producing cancer cells, and they harvest bone marrow from a donor. And in our case, it's her sister was a 100% match.
Wow.
And they draw stem cells from the bone marrow of the donor and infuse them into the patient. They find their way into the marrow and begin to engraft in a couple of weeks, which is day 14 right now, when it's starting to happen with her.
Wow. She'd been a pretty healthy kid up to this point?
Up until this, she never was sick a day in her life, and you don't expect anything like this to happen with your children.
You really don't, John. And she's a little... and how old is she? She's 20?
Yes, she turned 20 about the day she was diagnosed.
Wow. Is that normal at that age? Obviously,
it is not. Some of these leukemias are considered to be childhood diseases, and
maybe kind of dormant and stuff, and then eventually it happens. Or
there's no way of
knowing
knowing how that happened. But she's considered to be old for these types of leukemia that she has.
Wow.
She has 2 types of leukemia.
Wow. So when you first heard of the news, and
Devastated.
how did you feel? I mean, the moment.
Fear. You know, you have fear. You think of cancer, and you think of what it causes, and you have a lot of fear for your child. And
Sure, you think, when you hear the C word, you think, well, my chances are low. Mm-hmm. But you're finding this place. I mean, you never had an experience with All Children's before, right? Or...
We have, actually. Okay. We've had a couple of other times that we've had family.
Okay.
I had a granddaughter that was born with a pretty severe heart defect and was treated successfully here and had heart surgery here. So we've encountered this hospital. Okay. We've lived in this area, and you kind of take it for granted that you have a children's hospital in your area, but folks come from like all over the country to come here for this facility and the expertise that they have here, and you can't find it anywhere else. So we're fortunate to live near here.
Yeah, it really is. And then, of course, it goes on top of not only the care and everything that they provide here, but the research, that is helping. And that's why we're a part of it. That's why US 1035 is very proud to be a part of this for the 8th year. Is to see every dime, every dollar we get, the goal is to wipe this cancer out, is to minimize it and to survive. I know it's going to be hard, hopefully it'll be great in our lifetime. But it's you got to keep trying. My point is that the more money we have of that, and everybody that out there is listening is donated, who is about ready to call, is every bit of that helps the survival rate increase more and more. We talk about stuff that was 30%, now it's 60, 65, and I talked to a little kid the other day, a boy that was supposed to die in his parents' arms at birth, and now he's 9 with a new heart. So this is the cool stuff that's happening.
And you see that happening up there on the 7th floor where my daughter is. There's a lot of families up there that are counting on that kind of research, and so I would encourage anybody who can help out with contributing to this cause. There's a lot of people that'll be real grateful. This is a great hospital, and I'm real grateful that we've been here. And we've had a good experience here, and I just can't say enough about everyone here. The staff at this hospital, not just the physicians, and you expect them to have a certain amount of expertise, and you count on them, and you put your life in their hands, sure. And they are great here. But I think everybody, the nursing staff here, everybody you meet here, from the girl that greets you when you walk in the door, to the housekeeping, to the custodial staff here, every single person here has made us feel welcome. And provided real compassionate care for us, and I just can't say enough about everyone that we've encountered here.
I hope all hospitals are living up to this standard, right?
But you would hope so.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm a little biased
I
coming
just
down here.
retired last week from a 33-year career as a paramedic and firefighter.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
I've been in and
congratulations.
out of a lot of hospitals, and I think this one's at the top of the list for me
Wow.
for that type of care.
Well, that's
that
some
I've seen.
incredible service on your part. That's pretty amazing. Well, congratulations on that career. But like you said, you never expected Michaela, 20 to be, in with leukemia. And I sure hope this does the trick, and she's going to be back to having a normal life. And how about your daughter? That's pretty amazing, the match and being there
Yeah.
for her sister.
That's really amazing that she had a 100% match with
Yeah.
her sister like that. And there's a lot of kids that don't have a match at all, and they go on a donor list, and they
And then
wait.
it gets scarier and scarier, and then you start leaning at the hospital, going, "Hey, what are we going to do if nobody comes forward or we don't find a match?" Right? So,
That's exactly right.
well, buddy, I tell you, you're a strong man, and I appreciate you sharing your story with all our listeners. Hopefully, it motivates some people to know that this is a place that this should be on your list of giving back. This gives life. You can give to some other charities too. We're not asking for all your money, just a little bit. If I like to say it's a big old insurance policy down here. If you have a grandchild or a child, this place is here for you. Walk through the doors.
I heard that last caller challenge all the tow truck drivers
Right.
around, so I'll challenge all the firefighters that are out there
Okay.
listening to this to go ahead and pick up the phone and make a call down here and
Okay.
help these people out.
Yeah. Well, thank you, John, and good luck. Best to Michaela and the whole family. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I think you guys are going to be just great, man. That's John Robinson. Call now, 800-270-8642. 800-270-8642.